What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on SOFI stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news, and I have to say that we have several news that might be quite good catalysts for SOFI. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at the very end of February, and I've told you that we hit several ranges of accumulation. First of it was the 0.382 at the price point of $6.7 mark, and the second one was 0.5 at roughly $6.23 mark. And I marked these ranges by pulling Fibonacci retracement tool from its swing low to swing high, because we completed all 5-wave structure, and according to Elliott wave theory, when we completed 5-wave structure, we have to see the retracement for entire movement from its swing low to swing high, and as you can see, it happening basically. And my main assumption was that we might land even lower at the 0.5 and the golden pocket range, statistically the most probable range of trend reversal. And I still stand on my position, but we have to make some adjustments to this strategy, and in a minute I will show you what should we expect. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. What was the reason? Let me show you that from this swing high, this asset lost about almost 8% of its value. And the main reason of this movement to the downside was definitely the Jerome Powell speech. And on March the 7th, we can see this article that was published on Yahoo Finance, and it's titled, "Hawkish Powell puts 50 basis points Fed rate hikes back on table." And let me quote you this. "The Federal Reserve will likely need to rise interest rates more than expected in response to recent strong data, and is prepared to move in larger steps if the totality of incoming information suggests tougher measures are needed to control inflation," Fed Chair Jerome Powell told US lawmakers on Tuesday. And definitely, this anticipation of 50 basis points interest rates hike also pushes the bearish pressure on the entire market. And that is why we can see that almost the entire list of stocks are deeply in red. And definitely it is the entire market movement, not only the SOFI movements. And let me show you quite interesting news directly related to SOFI. If we type in Google search bar SOFI stock and switch to news tab folder, we can see several news that is directly related to SOFI. And let me show you one of them, and let me quote it for you. "Student loans. SOFI lawsuit to block payment pause baffles observers." And let me quote you this. "A multi-billion-dollar lending company is asking the federal government to prioritize its profits over protecting the public interest. Eden is still a public policy maker at the National Consumers League told Yahoo Finance. Millions of individuals with student debt don't even have a college degree, and many of these borrowers are parents who took out loans on behalf of their kids who couldn't complete their degrees as the costs quickly added up. Both the Trump and Biden administrations made the correct and legal decision in putting borrowers first." The lawsuit argues that the moratorium, which had led to millions of dollars in lost profits for the company's core refinancing business, has no legal basis. The case may end up being irrelevant, others noted, given that last week the Supreme Court heard oral arguments on Biden's up to $20,000 in student loan cancellation. So definitely this news might be another potential catalyst for SOFI, but we have to keep in mind that lawsuits are not the short-term catalysts. Definitely it might last for even several years before it will be some kind of settlement, or it will be the judge's decision. And that is why we have to keep this news in mind. But we cannot rely on this news for 100%. So let's continue with other news that was published on Investor Place. And it was published just one day ago. And it's titled, "SOFI stock looks ready to pop." And the key bullets of this article are following. SOFI Technologies offers innovative services that represent the future of banking. Furthermore, SOFI Technologies should take market share from old-fashioned banks as it utilizes artificial intelligence and appeals to young customers. And another one, investors can't hit the buy button on SOFI stock before share price goes up this year. And I have to say that this article is quite bullish. And you have to be very cautious always when you can read, when you find these type of articles, because it might be blindly written, and we have to keep all the information in mind in order to make our own conclusion on the certain asset. That is why I will put the link on this article as well in the description below, and you can read it by yourself in order to make your own decision on this information. But everything depends on the first of all on the macroeconomic circumstances, and this week, this Wednesday basically, and this Friday, we will see some more data that will be disclosed related to the unemployment rates, and we'll see more information from Federal Reserve. And this also might be a quite a good catalyst for the entire market, and that's why we have to be cautious. On top of that, let me show you some good news that Anthony Notta published on his Twitter account on March the 2nd. And he wrote, "Honored to see SOFI on Fast Company's FC Most Innovative for 2023. Proud of what our company is building to show our unwavering commitment to our mission and members." And here is the link on the article, and right here you can find the 10 most innovative companies in personal finance of 2023. And number 3 is SOFI. Definitely this type of news are also quite bullish on SOFI, and we have to keep this in mind because on a bigger scale, SOFI is a very innovative financial service that provides a lot of completely new services to the market, and that will acquire its share of the market, and that will bring the company itself to the higher levels. That's why we still have quite good consensus analysts price target for SOFI. As you can see, according to MarketBeat, the consensus analyst price target is $8.42, which implies almost 30% of upside potential. And according to TipRank, we have about 22.12% consensus average price target of $7.95. And this also is quite good and bullish forecast for the upcoming 12 months. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next from the price action? Basically, we have two major levels where we should land. First of all, is definitely, it is still 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level at the price point of $6.23. And on a bigger scale, it is the golden pocket range, statistically the range that has the highest probability of trend reversal. And it is the range in between $5.63 and $5.76. And right now, as you can see, right after this movement to the upside, we are in the retracement mode. And if you want to swing trade this asset, and if you want to have more confirmation, you can accumulate right here at this very point, but you should put your stop loss slightly below this bottom. And in this case, your downside potential will be not more than 5%, but the upside potential from current range might be, let me show you that we might have this first swing high as the first price target, and it is around 12% of potential profit. Then this range, this swing high at 26.75% of potential profit. But on a bigger scale, if you want to accumulate this stock for the longer period of time, definitely 0.5 and the golden pocket range are the ranges where you have to accumulate, because on a bigger scale these ranges are still quite lucrative. If I switch to daily time frame, and if I clean the chart a little bit, as you can see right here, we have the first leg to the upside that almost broke this previous swing high. Then we have the retracement, and somewhere lower we might have a trend reversal in order to collect more steam to hit higher targets. And in a bigger scale on the daily time frame, definitely these ranges at roughly 5.74, the golden pocket range, might be very good accumulation point to hit higher targets. So, I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm back.